violence. We're never talking about stuff that is relatable to anybody. And this is, for me, what I've said was, there are core issues that relate to everybody. If you're, no matter who you are, what your identity is, like where you're from, like what your sexual orientation is, what your family life is, there are things that you relate to that will always be applicable, which is, like I said, having a place to live, having access to clean water, having access to healthcare, having good education for your children, having a good commute to work, without having to worry about traffic or the cost of transportation. Like, these are things, like those 5 things right there are all things that we can relate to no matter who you are. But for the longest time, and this is something that I did say, like in my one piece about why we're losing young men, is we have been so focused on making sure everyone is, paid attention to, which is great. But when we do that, we also sacrifice other things, right? We sacrifice people thinking we're not prioritizing the right stuff. People thinking that we are too focused on other people's needs and not enough on the needs of everybody. And that, in that same poll that I talked about earlier, that said that Democrats are, the most relatable word to them is weak. The other thing is, they said, out of 2 phrases, what do you think that Democrats stand for? And the 2 phrases were that Democrats are for the working class, and Democrats are for the rights of another group other than mine.